Okay. I am so excited to just celebrate with you guys everything that our team did this year, which I was going through real quick, and I don't have any fancy graphics or anything. But it was actually a lot. And it's kind of amazing how much is packed into one year. And I have missed you guys. And I'm also really excited for just what is coming in the new year and having, I think we're going to, I know that we're going to go back to just our intimate calls, just with our team for a while. And then I want to have guest speakers come on throughout because we're going to have amazing calls in Follow Your Bliss. We always have amazing calls in Fit and Funky on Mondays. But our calls normally in the new year will be on Wednesdays as usual. But I'm just so excited. I feel like this year was an incredible year of growth. We brought on a lot of new amazing coaches that have totally added so much to our family. Like Kimberly and Katie and Carly. And who else is on this call? Nat. Who's Nat? I'm wondering. You're muted though, so I don't know. But it has just been such a great year, and I am beyond excited for 2019. I don't know if any of you are feeling that way. I hope so, but I shared my dream board with you guys whenever that was, last week or the week before, and it just has me so pumped because I look at it every day. It's on my phone and it's on my computer. And hey, Cassie. And I'm so excited because this is the first, it's so ridiculous. I know it's ridiculous. So please take my advice and make a dream board now before the new year comes. I don't care how sloppy it is, just do it and put it together because you're going to feel so good seeing your vision, and then you know what you're working towards every month. I have been a coach for 5 years, and this is literally the first year that I have actually put my visions on a vision board. I've written out my goals before like crazy. I even have mine laying around from last year, but that's not super inspiring. Hold on. You guys, I can literally hear you. Go to sleep. Get in bed. Matan, leave your brother alone and go to sleep. Go to sleep. I told you, they always know. Where was I? I don't even know what I was saying. Oh, vision board. Please do a vision board. You're going to feel so good doing it. I don't care if you feel like, wow, I rocked 2018. It was amazing. Or maybe you feel like, I didn't even accomplish anything that I wanted to. What am I doing? I don't care. Like, this is a fresh start, and this is the perfect time to put together your vision and see that come to life. And then we can, break it down and figure out how to get it day by day, week by week, month by month. But if you don't know where you're going, you're not going to get anywhere. And I think that is my biggest mistake over the last several years. I've worked hard. I've hit Success Club every month, but I haven't really had this clear, like, tangible, exciting vision and seeing it every day that's reminded me, like, yeah, I've known my why, but I don't know. There's something magical about seeing in front of you. And I get so excited seeing your guys' vision board. Like Karen shared hers earlier. My girl British shared hers I actually just realized I never got back to her, but it's amazing. And I've seen a few of Cassie shared hers with me. And so I just want you guys to get those down and have that excitement and share it with us so we can all push together. And I just realized I haven't even popped my champagne. What am I doing? Does anyone else have a drink? Because this wasn't really supposed to be a work call. It was really supposed to be like, let's just celebrate and have fun. And I haven't opened this yet. But it is welcome today. I don't know. I feel like probably mothers everywhere can relate to what? Just go to sleep. Not you guys. Don't go to sleep. Not yet. But cheers, you guys. Cheers to 2018, to being boss babes, to showing up, to starting your own journey, to working on yourself first and foremost. That is brave, and that is strong, and that is amazing. That is no light thing. And then to to share that journey with others and invite other people and be vulnerable and let your guards down to help others and to work towards building your dreams, that is no small thing. And that is huge. And you are so strong and so powerful. And I am so thankful and grateful to get to be on this journey with women like you. I'm so thankful. So cheers to every single one of you and anyone watching the recording. I love you guys so much. Cheers. And I want to, you can't hear, but hold on. Can you hold on just a second? I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm out of breath from running up and down the stairs. But okay, hopefully they all stay in bed. But here are just a few of the accomplishments that happened this year. And I don't have all of them for our whole team. Like I said, I don't have a graphic. I just wrote them down really quick. But let's see. We had in March, Kelly Carlson, who's not on this call, but she shows up in our boot camp super consistently. She went Emerald March 1st. Steph Porter, who I don't see her, but she went Emerald. She went Emerald on March 8th. Kelly Mashik got her diamond back on May 31st, which was huge because she had kind of taken a step back from the business a little bit. Life got crazy and she was like, okay, I'm running again. And I was super happy for her. On May 10th, Mercedes went Emerald. Jessie got her husband's business center to Emerald on June 21st, which was huge. That was like her roadmap to Diamond. And she literally just took matters into her own hands and was like, okay, I'm going to make this happen. Carly Leckelt, I feel like I probably am saying that wrong. But she went Emerald on October 25th. Rachel Allen, who is not on this call either, but she went Emerald on September 20th. Jessie went Diamond on September 20th as well, which was so huge. And you guys, I'm sure you probably hear me talk about Jessie all the time, and it's only because she's someone on our team who is at Success Club every single month consistently, and with like probably the hardest year I don't know. I just know that she's had an insanely hard year in like the last 2 years. And the fact that she just keeps showing up and keeps helping people and keeps hitting Success Club and keeps hitting these goals, when I would totally give her a pass. I'd be like, you're fine. You can totally take it easy. You're fine. But she just like, she doesn't quit and she doesn't make excuses. And even with all the crap I've seen her go through, some she's shared publicly and whatever, but she just is always still kind and positive, and it's so inspiring to me. And she's, yeah. So that was super exciting. October 4th, Kimberly Miller went Emerald. Ashley Hinson went Emerald on October 18th. And then I know I'm missing others. Anna Aquilina went Diamond. I don't have the date for that. I was looking for it and couldn't find it. I know Katie Brock went Emerald. And I know there's people other like besides like deeper into our downline that aren't my personally sponsored that rank advanced to Emerald. And I couldn't find those in our team page or in my back office. But basically we have had a year of great growth. You've either like, we've brought on new coaches. We've seen coaches hit that first rank advancement or hit the second rank advancement, or even just dream massively big together, or keep showing up even just for your own fitness journey. And that's no small thing. Like I said, that is so huge to keep showing up through kids and business and travel and hardships and setbacks and whatever, and you keep showing up for you, and you keep loving on people, and you keep connecting with people, and you keep helping people. And I just like, what we do is life-changing, first to ourselves, but then to others. And I never want you to belittle what you do. I never want you to think that you don't make an impact, because you make an impact on me. You inspire me. You inspire everyone else on this team. You inspire your team, whether you're a team of 1 or 2 or 3 or 8 or whatever. You inspire your family. You inspire your loved ones. You inspire strangers. You don't even know you're inspiring because they're too afraid to tell you that. But I promise you, you're making an impact, and it's no small deal. So thank you guys for rocking 2018 with me. Megan, proud cousin over here. Jesse, you inspire me daily. Oh, I love this. I just realized I've been missing all these comments over here. I love you, Jesse. You are absolutely amazing. And I just know that this coming year, 2019, is going to be the best year ever for every single one of you, for all of us together as a team, because I'm deciding that it is, because I will have it no other way. And I hope that you are with me on that journey. I hope that you are dreaming so big that it makes you kind of feel like you're going to throw up a little or pee your pants. And I do not want to see any one of you put diamond as a goal, like for all of 2019. Like, my goal in 2019 is diamond. Girlfriend, you are not dreaming big enough if that is your goal. And I am just like, I know that this wasn't supposed to be super businessy, but also like, I just want you to go into 2019 with this clear vision, so you don't feel behind, and so you crush it, and you dream so big that it scares you. And don't like Karen, I love her. Earlier, she was like, well, I want to quit the VA. But I'm wondering if that's even reasonable to make that kind of income and reach these big goals in a year and quit. And I'm like, absolutely, that is possible. Is it scary AF? Yes. Is it going to take massive hard work and massive consistency and no excuses and showing up every day, even on those hard days where you're like, I don't want to. Yeah, it will. But is it possible? Absolutely. And I just like, if we've seen anything this year, it's that big dreams with big goals and big action plans and consistency, anything is possible. I have seen coaches, like we saw Heather Shipley, for instance. She's a part of Emily Favre's downline. Saw her sign on as a brand new coach in the beginning of this year, and she just finished the year as a 7-star Diamond Elite coach, which is amazing. She, like, what is she doing? Nothing special. She literally just rocks her own journey, first and foremost. And secondly, she shows up consistently on social media, and then she sends a ton of invites. She sends a minimum of like 40 invites a day. So, you know, like, do you have to do that in order to be successful? No. If you listen to the National Wake Up Call this week with Ashton Thorell, she is Danielle Natoni's personally sponsored coach. And I was actually in a push group with her last year for Elite, and I watched her go from 1-star to 5-star at the very end of the year. Like, she was a 1-star in November of last year, locked in those other 4 diamonds at the last second, and finished as a 5-star Elite coach, which is incredible. And she went 9-star Elite this year. And it's just, and she's a mom of 4, super small town, super shy, doesn't know anyone. Like, so my point is just to say, if any of these people with all these different backgrounds and stories can dream big and make it happen, so can you. And Ashton, my point was that with that is, she does not hit high Success Club numbers. She literally just is consistent with hitting Success Club every month, and then just working one-on-one with her challengers and her coaches. So she's hitting like SC6 to, I've seen her hit SC6 a lot of months. Some it's SC8, some it's SC10, some it's SC, like the highest I think I've seen her hit was like SC16 or something. Those are not high numbers. My point is absolutely possible to build a huge impactful business by just like any way you want to, basically. But you have to show up, and you have to have a vision and know where you're going, and you have to be consistent. They're coming out of their rooms again. I'm just going to pretend like I don't hear them. So I would love to hear from you guys. Like, I don't know. I don't know if this is like, if you want to go around and share something that you're proud of yourself for this year, or that a goal that you have in 2019 or something you're celebrating. This is supposed to be a celebration. I would love to hear something you're celebrating, whether it's in business or life, or we could do both, like maybe one of both. Would you guys be down for that? To just share something you're celebrating that you're proud of yourself for this year, and then maybe something awesome that's happening in your life? Yes, no, maybe so. Yes? No? Or I can keep going. Like, if you guys, would you rather talk about 2019? Would you like, what do you guys want to do for this call?
I can talk about my success.
Yes, please. I would love to. Go.
Well, obviously, I'm really proud of hitting diamond, and then I lost it and got it back. So that was huge. So that was, I mean, I was shooting for 2-star this year. Clearly didn't happen, but I also, again, life was insane this year. But my goal for next year, by this time next year, my goal is 8-star. So huge and scary, but it's going to happen. And then a life, honestly, I don't even know, a life success, but that I'm still happy, I guess.
Yes, that is a huge success. That is a huge success. And you've kept 2 little boys alive and loved and fed and taken care of. Yes, that is massive success. No small deal. I love it. 8-star diamond, here you come.
Yeah.
Yes. It's happening. Okay, who's going next? Cassie, I feel like you want to go. I think I keep there you go. I keep like trying to unmute her and she's unmuting herself at the same time, so I mute her. Okay, go for it.
I was just gonna say that I do have some big goals for 2019 as well. I still haven't hit diamond, and I've like made that my goal a couple times towards the end of this year. But my big goal for this time next year is 6-star, and I know that I'm gonna have to put in a lot of work, but I am really hoping to be able to not have to do in-home daycare anymore by the summertime. And I'm going to have to really push very hard to see that goal. So, yeah.
I love it.
My all.
I love it. And that is, I mean, I know that it feels scary now, and maybe because you feel like, okay, I haven't hit diamond yet, so why am I going to hit 6-star? And I'm not saying that's how you're feeling. I just know that I have felt that sometimes of like, okay, I've had this goal for so long and now I'm upping it even more. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? But at the same time, I think that that's just getting you even clearer. Maybe you realize like, okay, I've had this goal of diamond, but it's almost easy because you know, like it's only 12 coaches. It's only 12 coaches. So maybe it is just that I need to push myself even more to go, I can hit that literally next week. I can hit that in the next 2 weeks. Like set those small little goals and be like, I'm just going to hustle my face off for the next 2 weeks and I'm going to go that and then I'm going to go again and just keep going because diamond isn't the end goal. Now you're like, okay, I know I can do that. I know that you can hit diamond. I know that you all know that you can hit diamond. I hope that you know that because it's literally 12 coaches. If you can sign one coach, you can sign 12. No problem. And so you're leveling up and I love it. And you're going to do it. And I'm going to hold you to it.
One of the things I noticed though was that like, I'm sitting here saying like, oh, I want it so bad. I want it so bad. And then yet like, I haven't even been sending like 10 invites some days. So, I mean, like it's me kind of holding myself back. So I'm really going to push hard.
Yeah, I love that. And I think with that, like with setting, I really appreciate your authenticity and vulnerability, and hopefully you can't hear my kids screaming. And if you can't, I'm sorry. They're just playing. But But I think with setting these big goals, I also want to encourage you guys to break it down up to what do the daily tasks look like that you have to do that are non-negotiables. And they don't have to be like massive big things like send 200 invites a day. Well, if you're starting to send 200 invites every single day and you haven't been sending 5 consistently, you're probably going to feel so overwhelmed, and you might do it one day, but you're probably not going to do it again. And you probably won't even start. And I'm only saying that because I've done that before. So start with like another coach that is super inspiring to me, and I love her so much. Ali Tessitore, and I've talked about her before, but she this year actually going into 2018, she had been a 10-star diamond. They had been a 10-star diamond team. They dropped down to 1-star. She lost like 9 of her diamonds last year. They jumped ship, just left her. And she kind of like had to evaluate like her leadership and also like the kind of people that she was attracting and build from the ground back up basically. And her goal is she's a mom of 3 little kids, and I think husband still works full time. So her goal is sending 5 invites every single day. And she does it very first thing when she wakes up in the morning. She's like, it takes me just a couple minutes. So easy, so authentic. I send 5 every day. And that way I know, like, especially as a crazy busy woman with so many things and kids yelling and screaming, you know that at least like I woke up 5 today, I got 5 invites out, at least I did something to move my business forward. And that's a consistent habit that's so simple. And then if you have those days where you're like, oh, I'm finding that I could also schedule in 15 minutes at lunch where I could send 15 more. Cool. But just be consistent with 5 every single day, like 365 days for 2019. That should be everyone's goal, I feel like. And if you're like, okay, I don't want to send invites on Saturday and Sunday, I want to take them off, fine. Then double up on Monday and Friday and send 10 those days, right? But my goal, like when I wrote out my goals, I also wrote out, that means I have to invite at least 5 every single day. Some days it's going to be 10, some days it's going to be 20, some days it might be on a roll and it's 40 or more, but 5 every single day, because that doesn't overwhelm me. That sounds like I can totally do that. And you can too. So yes, sorry, I went off on a rant. You guys, get in bed. No throwing balls downstairs. Where's my husband? He's still at work. Okay. Who wants to go next? Karen. Oh, I keep trying to unmute you. There you go.
Good.
Yes. Good.
Okay. I am very proud of myself this year for, I guess, like getting back into the excitement of coaching. Because once I hit my 3rd trimester last year, I could not think about anything else besides this baby.
Yes.
And so I took a step back at that point, and I had such a hard time getting back into it. And then finally, earlier this year, I think it was like when she was maybe 6 months and started kind of sleeping, I finally started feeling like I could do this again. And like, I thought about just quitting, and it made me feel really sad to quit. So I was like, I know I don't want to do that. So I got fired up again. And so I'm very happy about that and proud that I didn't give up on myself. So I'm very excited for 2019. And I have a lot of big goals, and I know that they're possible if I stay disciplined. And that is my biggest weakness, is being disciplined. So I was just talking to David about this right before we got on the call, that, you know, like with my full-time job, I have a quota that I have to meet every pay period. And if I don't, then I can't work from home. And if I continue to not meet it, then I'll be on a performance plan. If I continue to not meet it, I'm going to lose my job. And so I need to realize that it's the same situation with the business, that it's that big of a deal. if I don't do my daily tasks. So that's why I was saying earlier today that I want something like more emotional to tie me to my goals. So I'm excited that I got my vision board planned out.
I'm so proud. I love your vision board. I love that you are dreaming so big. And I love your honesty. And it just makes me so happy. You guys like sharing your hearts, the scary parts and the exciting parts, because I think it's equally as important. And as for like needing something more emotional that will tie you into it, or like keep you doing it even on those days where you're like, I'm tired, I don't want to. Like, is it that hard to send 5 invites? No, but at 9:00 at night after you've listened to your kids scream and you've worked and it's been crazy and you've had family drama, it feels like it's really hard to send 5 invites. And if you don't do it in the beginning of the day. So again, that's why I would say I think your secret to success will be organization, just in simple ways. So setting timers on your phone to where you're waking up 10 minutes earlier, and in those 10 minutes, you immediately send 5 invites. Or you set a timer on your phone at lunch where you're like, okay, first, before ever checking social media, I have to send 5 invites. Like whatever it is. So you like set up these things so you set yourself up for success. But I also heard a call where I don't think it was a Follow Your Bliss call. I think it was a different one, but they were talking about how if a way to make yourself show up if you're struggling with that is, you know how like we're all like, okay, well, when I hit diamond or 5-star, whatever, I'm going to celebrate with this. Well, they were saying like in reverse, if I don't hit it, if I don't hit Success Club, if I don't send my invites, then I have to donate to a charity or like to organization or something that I really don't like, that's like offensive to you. So like something that will inspire you. You're like, there's no way I'm going to donate to that place because that's awful and it's nothing I stand for. But there's like an app that I forget what the app, gosh, I was on a call. I'll have to search my notes, but you can literally like sign yourself up for it already. So it'll automatically take $10 out of your account or whatever if you don't do the thing. So maybe that'll work for you. But I still think that your goals are big enough to where if you now have that vision board and you have it written out and you really let yourself dream every day for 5 minutes of like, what is my life going to look like when I don't have to work for the government anymore? What is it going to look like when Abigail doesn't have to go to a daycare? What is it going to look like when I can work from home, but I could also hire like my favorite nanny so that I can still have a little me time? Like, I don't know what it is, like what connects with you, but for me, that is so motivating to me to be like, I hate this part of my life and I'm going to work hard to change it. In part, I think it's when we let ourselves get comfortable with something and we just like accept it and we just go, oh, it's okay, it's not that bad or whatever. We can kind of get lulled to sleep until something happens and we're like, oh my gosh, this is the worst. I have to change this now. So I think having that vision board is going to help you so much. But I also know that you have been with me since basically the beginning. Like you've been with me since 2014, I feel like. You've been on more calls than probably any other coach on her team that's still with me. And it's just like, you know what to do. You have the knowledge. You've shown up. You know how to show up. You've done so many programs and just like decide this is going to be my year. This is going to be my day. This is going to be my month. This is going to be my week, whatever. Like just take it down in those baby steps and just own that day. And don't get overwhelmed by the bigger goal. Just break it down and go, how can I crush today? Because that's one step closer to me being home and not having to deal with the government or working for the VA and all that. So, but I know you are going to crush this. So
that other call that you shared 2 videos the other day in the group. And so I watched one of them today about like the 6 tips to crush 2018. And so one of them I really liked, and that's get killer results.
Yes.
And I was like, yeah, I might as well do that.
Yes.
So I decided that I'm going to get killer results with Transform 20, and I'm so excited.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yes. I think like it's the most basic piece, but the most important piece. It really is. And I think we often overlook it. Like, often when coaches sign on with me and they're like, they immediately want to start building a business. They're like, okay, what do I need to do business wise? And I'm like, honestly, I really just want you to focus on getting the best results, because I know if you get killer results, you're going to feel amazing. You're going to be energized. You're going to be magnetic. You're going to be sharing your journey authentically. And you're going to attract people. Huh?
Be more confident about
You're
it.
going to be more confident. You're going to be more confident talking about it because you believe in it, because you're like, dude, you want to discredit it? That's fine. But this has changed my freaking life. Are you kidding me? You're crazy not to join me. Like, it's true. That's how I felt when I first did T25 in the beginning and drank Shakeology. I was like, I didn't even care about the no's. I didn't even care about the people that might be making fun of me or might unfriend me, because I was like, this is life-changing. You need it. And I will keep showing up for the ladies that I know need it too. So yes, get results. That is our goal. Transform 20, bring it on. Okay. Kimberly, Megan, Mercedes, Katie, who wants to go?
I can go.
Okay. Yay. Hi.
Hi. So a couple of my successes, I'd say the first one was joining your boot camp back in April, and I lost 28 pounds.
Gosh.
So for me, that was huge to lose like so much at once.
Yes.
Yes. And then I'd say another one was just once I started kind of working the business, getting it up and going and having coaches sign up, and then getting close to Diamond. But then unfortunately I've lost some of those coaches. And so I've ended the year on not as high a note as I wanted to, but definitely working towards building that back up for next year.
Yes. I love it. Your results were killer. Like, they were insane. And I think it's so incredible because you just like took the boot camp and you made the most of it. You're like, I'm going all in. I'm going to get the best results. And you showed up. Like, no one was dragging you and no one was making you. It was 100% you owning that. And I think that is for sure why then when you were like, oh, I'm going to work the business, you had so many coaches sign on so quickly because, again, we were just talking about it. Get amazing results. And she did. She crushed it. And she believed in the product. She's like, this is life-changing, because she, works full time and was like working out at home. She works out at night, which was always so inspiring to me, because if I didn't get my workout in the morning, I'd see her show up super late at night. And I was like, gosh, if Kimberly can do it, I can too. Dang it. So I think that's so huge. And also, as far as like losing some of the coaches that you had, that is normal. I want you all to expect that. You're gonna lose coaches. I've had diamonds quit. I've had diamonds dropped. I've lost emeralds. When I first, kind of like Jessie was saying, she got to diamond and dropped and then got it back. That was my story with diamond. I got to diamond like the next week or next couple weeks. One of my emeralds was like, I'm going to quit. I'm done. And she had just told me how she had these big goals. And I was like, what is happening? So I dropped and I had just had a baby. So I was super hormonal about it and emotional, but I was like, fine, I'm going to let that fuel my fire like Kimberly is doing. And like Jessie let it do and whatever of like, I'm going to do this no matter what. And the next month I got it back. So, take those moments of people quitting, just know it's normal. And also maybe there's something to learn from it of like, okay, how could I engage with my customers better or coaches better? But at the same time, that was their choice. You didn't push them out. Don't take it personally. Don't be like, oh my gosh, I'm a terrible coach. Like, I've done that and I've sulked in it and I've sat in it, and it's only kept me from helping the people that were super ready, or maybe my tribe. Maybe they weren't your tribe, or maybe they weren't super ready, or maybe they didn't even actually do the product to know it was amazing. And that's probably my guess, is they didn't do it long enough to see that it really was changing their life. But they're going to keep seeing you show up, and you're going to keep attracting new people that are ready and are your lifers and are your people that are like ready to run with you to that next goal. So I am super inspired by you, Kimberly. And
I just want to add one thing to that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, go.
About being consistent. And like, I've noticed this a lot with like my Instagram and stuff, is like, I have a few personal friends who are always jumping from MLMs. and like they stick with one for a month or two and then they switch to another, and they're upset that they're not getting anybody with them. I'm like, well, it's because nobody trusts you. And
Yes.
so I've had a few people sign up just recently who are like, I've been following you for the last 2 years, but I thought it was a scam. I didn't trust it. And it took them 2 years of following me before they decided.
Yes.
So, consistency.
Yes. No, that is so true. You're
Mhm.
100% right. I love that you shared that because it is so true. I feel the same way that they do when I have seen, like, I'll see a new friend or a new person pop up in my feed. They're like, I just joined this, MLM. And that's great. Like, I'm not in competition with any other MLM. That's great. If that's their jam, that's their jam, and I'm happy for them. But what makes me massively distrust them is when I see them 2 weeks or 2 months later be like, I'm now selling wine. I'm now doing this. I'm like, I would never go to you, even if I wanted wine. I would go to someone else that I've seen do it for the test of time. And they have authenticity and they have character. And I know that they're not just looking for a quick buck or the next quick fix. They found their home. They love what they do. They love their team. They love the product. That's who I want to buy from or be a part of or whatever. So again, what you're doing and showing up daily, you are building relationships just by showing people that you are obsessed with this. You're showing them that this is the real deal, and so are you. And that is huge. So thank you for sharing that, Jessie. Okay, Megan and Katie. Katie's gone. Megan, do you want to go? Oh, are you frozen? I can't tell. I think you might be frozen. If you can unmute yourself, Megan, and you want to go, or Katie, you want to go, I would love to hear from either of you. Mercedes had to sign off. My goals, consistently, Success Club, get killer results. Let's crush 2019. Yes, Mercedes. I'm so sad I didn't see that before she hopped off. Okay. Megan and Katie are both gone. There you are. Okay. Yay. Do you want to go? Hi.
Sorry, my cut out. I live in the boonies, so it gets a little sketchy sometimes.
You're totally fine.
Business-wise, I'm still fairly behind. I'm still trying to catch up on stuff because my day job, I work as an equine nurse. So for anyone that doesn't know what that is, I'm a veterinary technician.
Awesome.
My day job gets very demanding and takes up very much of my life. Last spring, there was 6 weeks in a row where my vet and I didn't get home before 10 o'clock at night. So trying to keep up with things with all that going on. I've had a very big year, I think, personally. I've dealt with a lot of things in my personal life that have been challenging, but the amount of growth I've seen in myself and how I've handled them is huge.
I love that.
Yeah, I've had some personal things happen that I've been able to actually easily let go of where I would have really held on to them in the past and had a really hard time getting over them. So coaching wise, I think I watched her Instagram and her Facebook and stuff for a couple of years, and I finally signed up. It was just over a year ago as a customer. And I remember messaging her and being like, I don't know if I really want the shakes. I just want a workout program that I can follow at home. How do I go about doing that? And then I started drinking the shakes, and that was awesome. And then getting results. And then I kind of slacked off in the summer with how busy my job was. And then Lift 4 really got me back on the train. And I was like, hey, I need to do this. Even just as a discount coach is all I signed up for at first. And now I'm kind of on my own journey, mentally, physically, everything. And whoever wants to join me along the way is kind of how I've approached it. So I haven't pushed really hard business-wise yet, but I plan to do more with that in 2019 after I deal with some things that I have going on at my day job, because I'm also going for more certifications in February down in the States. So I need to get those under handle first because I've got a lot of studying and stuff to do. I'm trying to fit it all in, getting up at 5 a.m, which is not my jam at all. But trying to fit it in, get my workouts and everything done in the morning. So when I get home, I can focus on work stuff. So we'll see how it shakes out when I get back in the new year here, but trying to fit it all in and get it all done. So as for goals business-wise for 2019, I haven't sat down and actually figured out what that looks like yet, but I keep showing up every day and we'll see where it gets me.
I love it. You're amazing. I'm so glad you hopped on this call. And I know that you just signed up as a coach. And And I just saw Jesse write that as well. But that's so awesome. You're going to go to Super Weekend in January, which is going to be amazing. And I hope all of you are as well, because it's like all the Super Weekends are so impactful and so life-changing. But Megan, I am so happy you're here, and I can't wait to get to know you more. And just you're like, all of that was super inspiring to me. So bring on 2019. Let's see here. I think Katie is, maybe she isn't available, but you guys are so awesome to just get on here, and thank you for sharing your goals. Thank you for sharing your honesty. And I was just listening to a podcast before I hopped on this call. And I actually, do you guys know the series of the books, Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, because it's all small stuff? So the author, the main author, he passed away, or I think he died in a plane crash, I want to say, years ago. But I actually, or maybe it wasn't a plane crash. I forget what it was. Maybe he was sick. I forget. But I met his wife and her daughter when I was in line after my very first summit. So my very first summit I ever went to in Nashville, I was on a flight, like I was waiting for my flight back, and I was holding Matan, and he's wiggly and breastfeeding, and I was probably like sweating just from all the bags. It was like such a mess. And I met this woman and her daughter, and they were so sweet and just light. And just like the few words that I exchanged with her, hold on, I got to plug my computer in. Okay, sorry. But it was so comforting to me. And we were like, I sat close to them on the flight, and they were just kind about my baby, like, all my stuff everywhere. Anyways, so I have followed her on social media since then, and she has a podcast that I was just listening to before this call, and it is called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, Live the Big Stuff. And she has like today was just a hard day with the kids. And I was like, I turned on a different podcast, and I was like, normally that would feed my soul, but I really needed something to like help me calm down. And she does this thing before she starts where it's like kind of like a little bit of meditation, not really, but you're just like breathing and you're focusing on gratitude. And I was like, yes, that is what I needed. But then she talked about, the episode was short, and it was called Failing Better. And she was talking about how there's no such thing as failure. The only way you fail is if you don't try or you quit. And I know in my business over the last 5 years, there are so many times where I failed. I set this big goal and I didn't reach it, so I failed. Or I came up short in my goals, I failed. Or I didn't help that person to the full extent that I wanted to, I failed, or whatever. But what she was saying was so powerful, and it was so simple. And she was saying, like, think of Thomas Edison. When he invented the light bulb, he had 1,000. He made 1,000 different light bulbs before he had the one that actually worked, that did not work. And can you hear them? My husband's home. So he made 1,000 light bulbs before he had one that actually worked. And he was being interviewed, and she said, how does it feel to, fail 1,000 times before you actually make the one that works? And he said, I didn't fail 1,000 times. It took me 1,000 steps to succeed. And I was like, oh, that just like gave me chills. I was like, that is so powerful, because we often look at the short-term game and go, well, I haven't made it there yet. But have you taken a step? Have you started? Have you tried? Have you shown up? And are you still showing up and trying to figure out how you can be better? Yes. So as we go into this amazing new year full of clean slates and big goals and big dreams, I want you to make sure that you are taking none of the baggage maybe that you had in 2018, no negative thinking, no being down on yourself, no thinking like, why is this year going to be different? I want you to go because I'm still on this journey and I'm taking these steps and I have never given up and I'm never going to give up because I'm a warrior. And these goals were put in your heart and in your mind for a reason. That is not just a piper's dream or whatever the saying is. It is for a reason. You are on this team, on this call for a reason. You are in this business for a reason. And no, go see your daddy. Just, okay, thank you. Go see your daddy. That's fantastic. Can you please go see your father? But just know that you are 1,000% capable of achieving whatever you set your heart to. And I am so, like I said, I mean it. I am so proud of you, whether you are a brand new coach, whether you've been with me for 6 months or a year or 5 years or whatever. I appreciate you guys and I love you so much. And I'm so freaking excited to blow up 2019 with you. And I can't wait for our call next week. So let's take a selfie, shall we? Okay. Let's cheers. Cheers to all of you and an amazing 2018. Did you get your picture? I can send it to you. You guys are the best. Have the best night. Thank you so much for hopping on. And I will see you next week should work. Yeah, next Wednesday. It will be the 2nd. Will that work for everyone? Okay, cool. I'll see you then. Love you the most. Bye.